Morning, afternoon, evening people, welcome back to the channel. It's your first time here, I'm Tony, this is Teddy. If you've been following the channel, you know that I invested in an Ecoflow Stream Max and two 400 watt solar panels about 3 weeks ago. I did do a video on that. I'll put that video on the screen up here at the end of this video if you want to see that. Now, I'm not sponsored by Ecoflow as much as I wish I was. And if you are watching Ecoflow, I'd love an Ultra X stream. Haha, if only. Anyway, in that video I did say I was going to use smart plugs and not a smart meter, because a smart meter is meant to be wired in by an electrician, which I didn't want to do. I then looked at these meters and I thought, surely there's got to be a way you can just wire that to a plug and power it. And then someone drops a comment in one of my videos saying that they believe you can do that too. So I went ahead, bought a smart meter, and I've done exactly that. It does work. I'm going to show you in this video how I did that. I'll talk a little bit about the safety of that also, and I shall open the Ecoflow app and I shall show you the smart meter working at the end of the video. Anyway, again, Ecoflow, if you're watching, why don't you manufacture a plug and play smart meter that you can just plug in, or maybe that has a battery a bit like a Ring doorbell, because that meter only pulls 3 watts and 48 milliamps, so a tiny current. Anyway, when you get your Ecoflow smart meter like this one, you'll see you've got L1, L2, L3 and N at the bottom there. If you get a piece of cable with a plug on the end, you want to go for one that hasn't got an earth, it's just got negative and positive. Strip back about 5mm of exposed wire, twist it up, insert the positive into the L1, the negative into the N, then plug it in the wall. I'm going to show you that now, and then I'm going to tell you why I think this is completely safe. Okay, so there's my Ecoflow. Here's my electricity meter. Here is the smart meter. So as you can see, I've wired the positive into there, the neutral into there, on a piece of flex cable that is then plugged in here. If you look at my electric box, this is where electricity comes in from the grid, straight into my meter. So all electricity that comes into the house from the grid comes through this cable. So on that cable there, I've attached this, which attaches the meter. Now this is a single phase system. These extra two if you've got a 3-phase system. But if you did have a 3-phase system, I don't see why you can't just monitor everything coming into the home through the one cable from the grid, which is exactly what I've done. Now people, I'm not an electrician, however I'm a licensed ham radio operator. I passed all my exams, so I do know a bit about circuitry, currents, voltage, etc. Now that cable there I took off a Hoover. The Hoover was 900 watts. So the Hoover pulls 900 watts and about 10 amps. That little meter there pulls 3 watts and 48 milliamps. So a very tiny current. So that piece of cable is way more than efficient enough to supply that meter. But like I say, why don't they supply a meter that you can plug in? I don't understand. I mean, just put that around, that clip around with electricity coming in your home, a meter that you can plug in, plug and play. I don't know why they don't do that. Anyway, I've made one, you can see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open the app, I'm going to show you the meter working. Now we've had a terrible solar day today. It's completely overcast, hardly any sun. We've got a little bit of solar coming in. So I'm going to record my screen, starting now. I'll show you. So as you can see there right now, I've got 26 watts solar coming in my battery is at 33%. I've got 139 watts coming in from the grid, and my home's consuming 139 watts. Here's the smart meter now. Current power, I'm using 140 watts. What I'm going to do now is flip the kettle on. Flip the kettle on. You can see that now jump up 1.35 kilowatt hours. There we go, 1.6 kilowatt hours. Now, if there's more solar coming in and the stream was charged a bit more, what it would do is it would automatically pull 800 watts of that power from the stream. Unfortunately, we have a terrible solar day. That's not happening. So if we for instance have 500 watts solar coming in now, it put that 500 watts solar into the home. It would take an extra 300 watts from the battery, and it would take the rest from the grid automatically. That's how they work. But anyway, if I had a better solar day, I can show you better. But I will do a run up video. So I will do a full up video on a day when I've got better solar. I did say I was going to do a video a month in after having the Max, just to give you an idea of what kind of energy I'm producing off the back of it, and I am still going to do that, and hopefully I'll do it on a good solar day, and I'll show you a bit better in the apps. If you want to see that, do hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed that video, you want to see more videos revolving around self-sufficiency, do hit subscribe. Hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.